Mandrake the Magician and his friend, Professor Houston, have perfected a radium energy machine to benefit mankind. The Wasp, a mysterious, unknown criminal, has stolen the machine to use for destruction and terrorization in gaining control of the country's communication systems.
How are you going to know just when the Wasp turns his machine on?
This nullifier stays fixed to the wavelength of his machine.
Now, when I attach this, everything will be ready. Where did it go?
Upstairs. Get out, everybody! The Wasp has his machine trained on the house!
Realizing that Mandrake, through his process of elimination, was getting close to his trail, the Wasp planned to destroy Mandrake's home when all of the suspects were there. Suddenly, the lights went out, and the entire building crashed in collapse.
Betty! Betty, where are you? Where are you, Betty?
Raymond, are you all right?
Sure.
Where's Professor Houston?
Eddie! Tommy!
Dad! Dad! Are you all right?
Yeah, sure.
Is he okay, Dad?
We're all here but Andre. Has anyone seen him?
He was near the hall door when the crash came.
Well, let's go look for him.
Right.
Lothar, take Miss Betty and Professor Houston into the servants' quarters and make them comfortable. Here he is, boys. Lend me a hand.
He's unconscious.
Be careful moving these beams.
Betty, drink this.
Oh, thank you.
They found him. He's alive.
Take him to the Fairfax Hospital. I'll follow later.
Well, if there isn't anything more I can do, I think I'll go home and take a rest.
Go ahead.
Now, if you need me,
Thanks.
see you later.
Mandrake, what do you think about the possibility of the Wasp being one of our group?
I'm beginning to think you're right. He could be.
But how could he have turned the machine against the house if he was here with us?
When I find the answer to that, I'll know who the Wasp is. You take Betty and Tommy and all your equipment and return to your house. I have some work to do. Lothar will be with me. Lothar, we're going to search every foot of the ruins. I'm looking for the trail of the Wasp.
Did you know that Webster took Andre with him?
Yes, I sent him. Come on.
Where am I? On your way to the hospital.
Hospital? What happened? Oh, yes. Was anyone else hurt?
No, they're all safe. You were the only one injured. How do you feel now?
I'm all right. Just take me home.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm all right.
Sit down. I'll fix a little tonic.
Thanks.
Well, Doctor, I suppose I should apologize to you for my suspicions.
You never really thought I was the Wasp, did you?
Well, for a time, I thought you might be working with him.
Here, drink this. It's good for the nerves.
Thanks.
And what made your suspicions vanish?
Mandrake's house would never have been wrecked if the Wasp had been there. You were almost killed.
Maybe the Wasp was clever enough to plan the destruction of everybody in the house while he was there, too.
Oh, no, that's impossible. I'm not even sure he's clever. It's my belief that he's mad.
Mad? Why, he's outwitted Mandrake and all the rest of them. Is that being mad?
Yes. Well, he may be a genius, but there's no doubt that his brain's warped.
You're wrong. Absolutely wrong.
Well, of course, I'm only theorizing about it. My, it's warm in here, isn't it?
Yes. Isn't it? Isn't it? Lothar, look! Ever see anything like that before?
It's made of the same kind of material Professor Houston wore in operating his ready machine.
Yes, it's insulation against the machine's rays.
But why is it here, Master?
Well, don't you see? The Wasp was in the house. He put this on in the dark, got out safely, and then appeared as one of us again.
You know who he was, Master?
I think I do, but we're going to make sure. We have a lot to do tomorrow morning. Drive me to Preston Street. That's where we lost the trail of the Wasp's lieutenant. Ah, this is the spot where the chief lieutenant of the Wasp disappeared from the taxi. That store. Turn in there. This is the only vacant store in the block. All right, stand back. Flash. Wiring around the frame. Here's a signal button. There must be a passage through here to Whitney Street.
That's where Mr. Raymond's store is.
Yes, and Andre's office and Webster's apartment. You drive around there and watch each of those buildings. Keep your motor running.
But, Master...
Hurry!
Found the Wasp's nest, Mandrake, but it's the end of the trail for you.
thought so.
Mandrake, this is still the end of the trail for you. What you know about the Wasp will never be known by any other living person.
Don't move. I'm curious to know why you thought I was the Wasp. Simple matter of elimination. I checked through the Medical Association directory and found that you had been barred as a doctor.
That's true. I was barred from the practice of medicine. It was then that I resolved to have more power than any other doctor, than any living man. And now I've got it. But go on.
Last night, when Houston was demonstrating the nullifier to combat the radium machine, it was you who kicked the nullifier wheel out of sight.
What makes you so sure?
You wore evening clothes and patent leather shoes. I saw one of those shoes kick the wheel.
You're observant. Too much so.
Also, you were the only one who carried an overcoat. Under that coat, you had a robe of insulated material. You slipped that on in the darkness, got out safely, and then lay down under some beams and pretended to be unconscious.
Perfect. Except for one point. I took something to make myself unconscious for a while.
You've been very clever, Andre, but your ambition for power has warped your brain.
That's your point of view. But you'll never live to tell it to any other living person.
Andre.
I know.
Follow that car. Where's the driver of this car?
Master, look!
That's the man. Come on, after him.
understand, Professor, that you've perfected a nullifier that will act against your radium machine?
That's true. I've made it impossible for the machine ever to be a danger in the wrong hands.
That's splendid.
Gee, that's a swell medal, Dad.
I hope none of us will ever forget the part Mandrake played in giving this machine to humanity.
Oh, by the way, where is Mandrake?
Oh, he's too busy to talk to anyone, except Betty. Well, come on, I'll show you.
I think we're being watched.
I think you're right. We'll fix that.